Welcome to the new Thirsties live time. My name is Laura, and actually I am really excited and maybe a little bit nervous about this live because it's Ask Laura. So if you have a mom life, cloth diapering, cloth advocacy, social media question, let me know, because I am Thirsties coordinator or social media coordinator, and I would love to get to know you guys better. I'd love to answer your questions. And actually, we've got a live viewer, Katie, who is joining us. Before I start to get to a couple of groupies questions that they've already posted, I wanted to let you know that we are going to do a couple of giveaways with this live. We're going to do a giveaway on Facebook, and we're going to do a giveaway on Instagram. On Facebook, we are going to give away my favorite style of Thirsties cloth diaper. And on Instagram, we are going to give away my favorite cloth diapering accessory. So to find out what those are, you guys got to stay tuned, okay? And be sure to share this. Hey, Katie, how about you go ahead and share this into the Thirsties groupies right now? And I think I am going to go ahead and actually share this on my own profile so even people in my real life can see what I do. So let's all take a moment. Let's either share the broadcast, or maybe you've gotten a notification to be informed when Thirsties goes live. Be sure that you do that as well. Okay. Oh, I don't want to share it on a page. Oh, well, I'll just share it on my sister's page. We'll do that. Which actually, that's a good segue to tell you a little bit about me. So, my sister, Bert Anderson, is actually the one who is responsible for getting me into cloth diapering and also for introducing me to Thirsties and kind of getting me into this whole social media thing. So my sister has a blog, and that's kind of how I started learning more about social media and everything. And way back in the day, my sister was actually the blogger for Thirsties. So when I was expecting my first baby, she's like, these are great diapers, you have to try them. Do you guys want to see my first Thirsties cloth diaper? Talk about vintage Thirsties. This is a size 1 all-in-one. We actually don't make these anymore, in warm stripes. By the way, all you need to do to enter the Facebook giveaway is just participate in this conversation. Thank you, Katie, for sharing that. So this was my first Thirsties. I also used duo wraps, which actually, honestly, I've given those duo wraps away because I have a couple of neighbors who have had kiddos, and some of them, they don't actually cloth diaper, but I say every new parent needs a duo wrap. So yes, no, warm stripes is so pretty, isn't it? The other one, here's another vintage Thirsties. This is actually Polka Dance. It's the same style. It's the all-in-one, the size 1 all-in-one, with the tunnel design. Anyone have these? This is like vintage. So this was my first Thirsties product, and I cloth diapered both of my kiddos. I started blogging on my sister's blog, and I've always been an educator at heart. So I think that's why this gig works so well for me, because I'm really passionate about supporting families, which Thirsties is all about that, and I'm really passionate about educating and sharing our stories and experiences. And if you've been around the Thirsties community at all, you know that that is what Thirsties is all about. We're all about supporting families and educating our customers. So this is a really, does anyone have a cloth diaper that you just have to keep for sentimental reasons? This is one of them for me. Okay, so I started working at Thirsties late in 2015 after the birth of my second kiddo, and I've been the social media coordinator ever since. And I have to say, probably my favorite part about working for Thirsties is, one, it's just such an amazing company with incredible values and an incredible product that it just makes my job so easy. And also, my other favorite thing is you guys, the community. The community is fabulous. Oh, we've got a live viewer for the first time. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so if you guys, that's a little bit about my history with the company. Before you guys can start asking some questions, okay? Before I start answering those, let me tell you what I'm going to give away on Facebook. So my favorite style of Thirsties cloth diaper, which actually I really love all of them. They all have different benefits, but for my kids, I loved pockets. And probably my favorite print that we've come out so far this year is this one. Rocket. So on Facebook, we are going to give away this Thirsties pocket in Rocket. A pocket in Rocket. Look at that. Okay, so people are asking for hints. Don't ask me hint questions, guys, because I am not the key to the vault of secrets. That you gotta bother our director of business development, Dave Merrill, for hints. But let me just say, July is going to be a fantastic month, and not just print and color wise. We have a big project that we've been working on, and we are getting ready to reveal that. So I'll just leave it there. All right. So, one of the questions that was asked on the groupies was about wet bags. This was from Stacy. What are the best uses I can use these for? And she asked another question too about hints, but I can't give you hints. All right. So here are my top uses for wet bags, which my kids are out of diapers, which is really bittersweet, especially when you work for a cloth diaper company. Is Dave the wink link? You should nag Dave. Or maybe Jess. Jess might give you, our customer support extraordinaire, Jessica, she might give you some hints too. Okay. So my favorite uses for wet bags, especially now that my kids are out of diapers, I love using these for summertime swim lessons. I always have a couple of these. I put my kids' dry, like the change of clothes, in a bag, and then I have an extra wet bag for all of the wet stuff after swimming. Okay, so that's that. I also use these. I have little command hooks on the wall, and I put these in our bathrooms, and my daughter and I use these for family cloth. So, only number ones, never number twos, but after cloth diapering, actually, family cloth is not that strange. So we use these in the bathroom, and then I also just use these around the house for organization. Another question that was, let's see, have to go to work in Hawaii. Oh, okay, we'll see you later. Does Dave prefer chocolate or alcohol? Asking for a friend. I don't know how you would bribe Dave. I mean, he's such a nice guy. You could probably just ask him with those cute kitten eyes, send him a GIF or something. All right. Someone's asking, the print, can you find it in a trainer? So the Rocket print, actually, we are restocking. That's regular lineup in Thirsties trainer. So if you can't find it at thirstiesbaby.com, one of our retailers might have it in stock, or just wait a little bit and you should be able to get it. Okay, Kylie has a question. I have issues with pockets leaking. She can't figure it out. Let's see. Oh, I lost your comment. Do they work with older kids as well? Okay, 2.5 years old. Flutter always for, okay. Yes. Hey, you know what? next week's Thirsties Live is actually going to be all about stuffing pockets. So be sure to come to that. But what I'm going to tell you is you're going to need to put fast absorbing on the top of your pocket for that wetter. So microfiber, which if you have the original pocket, the insert that comes with it is actually two-part. It has the microfiber on the top and then hemp on the back. I would, especially if wherever your baby goes, I would actually double up that microfiber and put that right in the wetness zone. So for like a kiddo that tends to leak towards the tummy, that would be at the front. Or for the back, you can even unsnap that and just place it there, okay? And then you probably, with an older kiddo, want to add an additional insert, which is one of the reasons why this is my favorite style of Thirsties diaper. You can really stuff them with so much, and the pocket will hold all of your absorbency in place. So you can really be strategic about where you place things, okay? Oh, good. I'm glad that's helpful. All right, more. Yes. Did it come in a trainer? Yes, this is in a trainer. Okay, another question. Can science please come in a trainer? That is another thing to ask Dave, my friends. All right. I do. I love pockets as well. Here is a cloth diapering. Oh, Katie asked, do you ever see a print that is just released and think to yourself, I have to have this? Yes. Oh my goodness, I do. So when Science and Rocket came out, my husband is actually a researcher. He's in the science. I was like, we've got to get him this wet bag. And sometimes I find like limited edition prints or even retailer exclusives. Like this is Galactic it's an old Abby's Lane exclusive. And I saw that diaper and I was like, I have to have it for myself. Even now, when we come out with cute limited edition prints, sometimes I actually buy diapers hoping that like I have a friend who's going to have a baby that I can give them the diaper as a gift. Is that strange? I guess that's a side effect from working for a company that makes such amazing prints, isn't it? Oh, you've got a little one coming in August? That's so exciting. Okay. How coworkers keep secrets. Oh, you'd be busting at the seams. Oh, what is your go-to diaper for a newborn? That's a great question, Jenny. So my favorite option for cloth diapering a newborn is a cover and cotton pre-folds. So I actually use the size 1 duo wraps here's a duo wrap. I actually use the size 1 duo wraps with my kiddos. And I really love cotton pre-folds because I personally, if you just Google jelly rolled fold, and you'll see that's a really great way it just is a great fold for containing that runny newborn poop. So that's my favorite thing. Is there something you wish would be added to the product line? For me, personally, I have for a long time been wanting Thirsties to make like pretty infinity scarves for moms. Maybe it could go as like a nursing cover as well. So that's kind of my like nag, is like pretty Thirsty swag that I can wear as a mom. I also would love to see like maybe snack bags, reusable snack bags. So my Thirsties nag is like, what are things that Thirsties can make that my family can still use now that my kiddos are, hey Megan, now that my kiddos are out of diapers. That would be like my favorite. Okay, other questions, let's see. Oh, what fasteners do I prefer? Well, actually, when I was doing my cotton pre-folds, I preferred using snappies. I don't think Boingos were out yet, but those also I'm curious about. I never could figure out pins. I was always intimidated by pins. So, yes. All right. Other questions. Let's go to, this is another question that someone sent in on the groupies. This is from Marie, and I think she's actually in Denmark, and she's gonna go camping. When you go camping and hand washing, is it more important that the water is warm or that you use enough detergent? So I would say when you're camping, it's really gonna be important that you're careful to use enough detergent, because you might not be able to get water as hot as you want. Although, truth be told, you could heat it up on the campfire. Do not boil your cloth. Just heat it up a little bit. Technically, you shouldn't wash cloth diapers in anything that's over, what is it? Is it 132 degrees Fahrenheit? So, yeah, you can use warm water, but really, the detergent is going to be the most important thing when you're hand washing. And you can use a little extra detergent when you're hand washing, because literally you'll know you're rinsing it with your hands. I actually hand washed for about a year, and you know when you're done needing to do rinses. So you can 130, thank you Stacy. You can always 130 degrees Fahrenheit is the like top heat that you should have your water at. So check your water heaters, everyone. So yeah, if you want, err on the side of a little more detergent, but we do have some fabulous hand washing videos on our YouTube or our Facebook video library. You can definitely check those out. What detergent do I use? When I was hand washing, I used EcoSprout. And then we moved, and I had a washer, and I think that my water, I don't know why I switched detergent. Maybe it was harder to get EcoSprout, but I ended up using, and this is just Laura, the cloth diapering mom. This is not like the word of Thirsties, but this is just what I personally used. I used the Kirkland Free and Clear brand. Alex is asking, why is 130 the highest? You don't want to do higher than that because it's going to be really hard on your elastics and also on the waterproofing. See that shiny? That's our TPU waterproofing laminate. Okay, so, all right, hand washing videos. Oh, that's great that was a really good resource. Okay, who has more questions? Katie posted a question in the group. She said, if trainers are not soiled, but were worn, do you still wash them like diapers? For me, personally, I actually just wash my daughter's trainers just as underwear. If she doesn't pee or poop in them, I just wash them. And I'm still using a Free and Clear detergent, so they're fine to just be washed in normal laundry, except you always want to dry them on low. And honestly, what I do is I fluff my trainers on low for a little bit, and then I just hang dry them. So we've got some really good conversations going on here now. People are replying. Favorite nags? Oh, Thirsties flats. Yeah, talk to Dave. Talk to Dave about all of those. Has Thirsties ever thought, oh, Taylor's asking about the flats. Yes. Actually, that is kind of my one regret as a cloth diapering mama, is I actually never used flats, and I kind of wish that I had given them a try. But because a ton of our groupies say flats are amazing. So if Thirsties ever does come out with flats, we're going to need to have a guest come and do a Thirsties live on them, because I actually haven't used flats. But is there anything you can do to help natural fibers last longer? Great question. So one of the best things that you can do for edgeware with natural fibers is be careful about your load size. You need to have the ratio of water, and this is really important in anything that has an agitator, okay? Because some folks' machines just kind of eat up if it's hard on your clothes, it's going to be hard on your cloth. So being sure that your diapers can move and agitate against each other. They're not floating around like in soup, but you want kind of a nice stew, not a like thick stew that nothing can move around, but a nice stew. That should help with any kind of edge wear, okay? Also, yes, spreading your use over more diapers will help. It's true. Jamie's like giving a wink. Yeah, it's a good excuse to buy more diapers. Do you have a question for me? No? Okay, you can just say hi to Charlie. That's my daughter there. Okay. Let's see. More questions. Do you have a specific setting on your machine? You're in Mexico at the moment, limited types of machines. So on my machine, I have a Whirlpool top loader. I always did a speed wash for my pre-wash cycle, and then I did a hot wash on a heavy cycle with an extra rinse. That was what I used. How do Thirsties trainers hold up with accidents? So the Thirsties trainers work really well for my daughter. She doesn't necessarily need them anymore, but I sometimes, especially when we're traveling and maybe she might regress a little bit, I use Thirsties trainers for added nighttime protection, which technically they're not a nighttime trainer, but when my daughter has an accident in a Thirsties trainer, a nighttime accident, I don't have to wash the comforter, but I do need to get her new jammies and sheets. Does that explain it? And then during the day, the accidents, depending on how big they are, it'll be like, here, let me close this. So they hold up well in that you are probably going to need to get them a new pair of pants, a new trainer, obviously, but you're not going to have to totally strip the car seat apart. So, sorry, I'm distracted by my little one. Okay, so trying, oh, hey guys, please stop, okay? So, more questions for Thirsties, or excuse me, more questions for me, Ask Laura. It's amazing how all of a sudden when your kids come, you like lose your mom brain. Well, I think that if you do have any more questions, absolutely post them in the comments. I will check them. Remember, by just commenting on this Facebook video, you are getting yourself in the running to win this Thirsties pocket. And then on Instagram, you'll need to go and check me out over on Instagram. I will tell you how to enter. So on the Thirsties Instagram account, you're going to want to find the picture. Hold on. You're going to want to find this picture of the live. And guys, you need to not interrupt me, okay? You're going to need to find this graphic and just comment #Thirsties_Live, and you'll get in the running for my favorite Thirsties accessory. But I'm not going to tell you what that is because I'm going to share about that on Instagram. So thank you guys for being here. We will be here next week, Thirsties Live on Thirsties Thursday, and it's going to be 12 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 1 p.m. Central and 2 p.m. Eastern, or 11 a.m. Pacific. So there's all the United States time zones. Oh gosh, what about Hawaii and Alaska? I'm going to need someone to help me with those, or I'll have to look them up. But Thank you guys for being here. It was great getting to chat with you. You guys are part of what makes my job so fabulous. So we will see you guys on Thirsties Live next week, or I'll see you in a little bit on Instagram. Take care.